Okay. I will not go into the detail of doing analytic study. So in outbreak investigation, most of the time we're gonna do whether it's case control or cohort. Okay, so we have to choose between case control or cohort. So it depends on situation. Okay, so most of the time, if we're gonna use the cohort study when it's easier to identify the population, the cohort. Okay, and we will be able to interview all of them, or maybe the representative sample of them. So we're gonna choose do the cohort study. Okay, you're gonna got the risk ratio from cohort study, right? And for the case control study, you're gonna got odds ratio. Okay, we're gonna do a case control study when we found that, oh, actually it's ill-defined population or area, like in province, we faced with the, I think maybe, not, last year, I'm not sure. Maybe maybe last year. Last year we faced with the increasing number of diarrhea in one province in eastern region of Thailand. Okay, so it's involved with the one province, so we cannot do the cohort study. Okay, the thing that we can do is we choose to do the case control study in that province, because we cannot define who is gonna be in the cohort. Okay, so it's large population, unable to interview all of them or representative sample. Yep, so we go with case control study. So after that, you do the analytic study. Okay, so thing else that you can do is do the environmental study and trace back, do the specimen collection, and also laboratory testing. Okay. Okay, so this one is I think it's in hepatitis A outbreak investigation. Okay, so yeah, because the thing that is clue is I factory. Okay, so hepatitis A involved with the I factory, if we talk about I factory, so the thing that's come to my mind is gonna be outbreak of hepatitis A and also outbreak of norovirus. Okay, so this is quite common for I factory. Okay, which is fecal, oral fecal transmission basically. So the pitfall in production process of the I factory. So you might not know that there's some specific instruction that the toilet had to be away from the production area, from the food production area in, I think maybe, I'm not sure, but at least 6 meters. I'm not sure, but at some number. Okay, so there's a rule, for sanitation and hygiene. Okay, that toilet had to be away from food production area. Okay, so and we found that in that event, so it's quite close, and then the pipe system is come together and it's broke. One is broke, another one is blocked or leak. So it's like a cross, it's contaminated, right? So the fecal goes into the water, good water pipe. Okay, so that's the thing that happened. Okay, so the well water was contaminated by fecal. Okay, and also process of chlorination is inadequate. So that's why outbreak happened. Okay, it's like a sweet cheese model, right? So it's a whole. So things happen. Boom. Okay, so in that Outbreak, so they collect the specimen, right? I factory, you can see I factory, patient house, drinking water from factory Y, drinking water from factory C, and juice, okay, and specimen that they take is water from well, water from reservoir, water from well, drinking water, juice. Okay, so this is the result. Positive RT-PCR for HIV RNA virus, okay, hepatitis A virus. Okay, so the problem happened with the XXXI factory. Okay, so there's no hepatitis A virus detected at YYY and ZZZ drinking water factory. Okay, so we know the source, right? And then we will be able to control the source. Okay, for laboratory specimen, for human, we can collect the blood, serum, urine, saliva, feces, rectal swab culture, hair in case of rabies outbreak, right? So you have to pull hair or brain tissue, and also vomitus. Yeah, vomitus can send to investigate for toxin producing, right? Staph aureus toxins or bacillus toxin in the vomitus, because they're gonna vomit a lot. Okay, and other thing that you want, okay, type of specimen actually depend on outbreak. One that I went to do the investigation in prison many times. One time that I went, at that time they implement the quarantine system already. So the prisoner in cell A and in cell B is quite distant, okay? But from the lab specimen that we trace, we do the whole genome sequencing. So we know that actually the specimen from prisoner in cell A and in cell B, which is quite like maybe more than 20 meters apart. Yeah, it's the same strain. It's the same strain. So we quite wonder what's happened with that, right? Because they're in the cell, but the cell is quite separate from each other. 20 meters apart. Yeah, maybe more than that, maybe 30 meters apart. Yeah, but it's the same strain. So we have to find the connection between each part. Okay, so we ask whether what activities that the guards do in the prison, and also activity that prisoner do, can they mix together? But actually they cannot mix together, because right now at that time they implement the quarantine, because at that time it's COVID, it's quite serious. So they separate them, yeah, separately. Yep. So, and we asked about what activity that they do, and we found out that, oh, actually there's some, they use the same stair. One time that they have to use the stair because they have to go out someplace and then I take the swab from the handling of the stair route up. So I take the swab on that, got on the rail of the stair, and it's turned out that, yeah, we found the COVID, the SARS-CoV positive on that rail. Okay, so it's evident that, yeah, it can be someone touched, and then another cell, prisoner from another cell, come and touch them, and then, yeah, to get contact because they come like they use the stack quite in the same time, like the cell A go first and then the cell B go later, something like that. So they might have the chance in that. Yeah. So we recommend them to clean, have the schedule the proper cleaning of the rail that they use and on the surface that can be used during that activity. Okay, so other specimen from environment and also animal. Okay, like in leptospirosis outbreak, you might want to find the reservoir. So you might catch the rat. Okay, that which is it's turned out that in one outbreak investigation, the rat have a positive for leptospirosis. Okay, and so we do the implementation to control the rat. Okay, so lastly, we do the response and action. So we're gonna implement the control measure and follow up, and then communication, including the outbreak, writing the outbreak report. Okay, so this is a chain of actually. Okay, the recommend and implement and follow up the control measure. Okay, so sorry. In here, reservoir, right? If we know the reservoir or agent, we can control source. Like outbreak COVID-19, if we know the people, we can target that people. We can isolate them. We can isolate them in whether hospital or in their house, right? So we control the source. If we cannot, we can hold the transmission. So if you cannot be not be able to be in your house or quarantine area, so at least please put on your mask, right? And also other people might have to put on their mask in case of some case that has no responsibility. So yeah, you can hold the transmission because it's droplet transmission, right? So the recommendation is put on the mask. And lastly, for the host, what can we do? We protect the susceptible host. If it's in the situation of COVID-19, so this one gonna be what? What measure? Can you guess? Yep, protect susceptible host by vaccination, right? Okay, so this one we get immune, so at least maybe infected but not die, right? Not severe. Okay, so if it's common source, so you might want to control the source more than, it's better to control the source more than to protect the susceptible host. Okay, because it's common source. You control the source, cut the source. So yeah, it's gonna stop, right? But if it's propagated source, it can transmit from human to human, like COVID-19. So you can see that it's very waste a lot of resource to control the source. At the beginning of the outbreak, we worked very hard to track down every cases to be in the control area in the isolation area. We waste a lot of time in reviewing the CCTV. It's very tedious process because you have to track every people that might come to get infected, right? Because you want to control the source. At that time, we don't have the vaccine yet. So yeah, we do the best to control the source, which is, yeah, I really hate CCTV because it's very painful activity. Yeah. And so for propagated source, it's better to protect the susceptible host. Okay, so we encourage them to, after we got vaccine, so we encourage them to get the shot. Okay, which is better, far better, right? Because right now you know that we cannot control the source anymore, right? Okay, so for example of control measure, So this the hepatitis A outbreak, okay, by date of onset. So yeah, this increasing ice demand in Songkran festival. Okay, so they might be overload and the coordination might not put in place. Okay, so yep, the case up, and then we be able to identify the source, and then ice factory that had the problem closing. So after follow up the control measure, yeah, the case go down. Okay, fix the pipe, yeah, whatever, do the specific thing issue to correct that issue. Okay, so until at that 13 November, okay, so total 160 1,600 suspected case and confirmed case were recorded in 3 districts. Okay, so in WP district had the highest case, which is nearly 900, and 5 deaths occurred caused by hepatitis A virus. Okay, so only one had diabetes with complication. Okay. So other 4 has no underlying disease. Okay. So at the end of outbreak, we communicate with public health message. We influence public health policy, evaluate the performance of the surveillance system, and also our the prevention measure, and writing the report for scientific development. Okay, so that's the step. So you see that is follow the step. So your brain will not be confused, right? But in reality, the outbreak investigation in reality, okay, so it's gonna be like that. When outbreak suspect, you have to verify it, right? And it's gonna be overlap. During you verified it, okay, you have to form the team. Yep, you have to form the team during you do the outbreak confirmation and diagnosis verification, right? Yeah, and sometimes you might be not able to confirm the diagnosis in first place. So until the end, you have time to confirm diagnosis, right? And you can go to the field, do the case definition, collect the data, doing the line listing, and organize data while collecting the line list. Yep, you can do the preliminary analyzing the report at that time. Okay, do the descriptive epidemiology while waiting for collecting more information. Okay, do not collecting all information then analyze. No, you should do it like a concurrent, because when you analyze it, you will have more idea about what you should what information you should find more. Okay, and then do hypothesis testing. Okay, and do the recommendation report publication. Okay, however, control measure, you implement as early as you can. Okay, it's different. Okay, please see recommendation and control measure is different. Okay, control measure is and control, but for recommendation, investigate until the end and found that what should be done in order to prevent the next outbreak. Recommendation. Okay, so I would like to acknowledge the WHO, the European Program for Intervention Epidemiology Training, and also FETP trainees and staff in division for the things, the resource material that I talked about. Okay, so that's collective works of the team. Okay, so I think that you will be able to enjoy this class for outbreak investigation. So hope you guys have a wonderful experience if you have to go to the field. Okay, thank you very much. ค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ